I've seen so many videos on YouTube about dropshipping on eBay and how all these people are making thousands and thousands of pounds every month dropshipping from different websites and making all this money, and how it's all automated and it's all so easy. And here's a course showing you how to do it. And some of them don't seem too genuine, so I thought I'd make a video giving you my honest review and experience in dropshipping and why I advise not to get involved in the whole thing. For me, it's just not worth the amount of trouble that it can cause, just my opinion. So I think I can give you an honest, true, proper account of the good, because there is some good aspects, the bad, and the really, really bad. There is some really, really bad aspects to it, and it's getting worse as time goes on. Obviously eBay changes all the time, everything changes, the rules keep changing, and I just wanted to make this video because I have not seen another video that I think is completely honest, like about someone failing. The only thing I see on eBay about why people fail with dropshipping is apparently just because they give up. They just give up and that's why they fail. But that's not true. There is plenty of bad things that can happen with dropshipping. And I just wanted to make this video to get into it. Just want to add, I'm not putting anyone down or saying anything negative about dropshipping, because obviously I'm making this video telling you about my experience, so I've done it, and I'm not a hypocrite to say don't do it. I'm here to say I think everyone should try everything that they want to do. However, I know rules are changing. I don't know where the rules stand right now with dropshipping on eBay, so you have to check it before you try it. But my whole point of this video is to say, instead of watching people on YouTube like you're watching me, but instead of watching people on YouTube and just taking their word for stuff, try things yourself. Don't just think, oh, this guy says he's doing really well and he's wanting to give me this course for only £20. That's going to show me how to make like my first £1,000 profit on eBay in the next 30 days. And I just think, if he's making this much or can physically make this much, why is he putting all his efforts into making this course to sell you for £20 when he could just be making that money dropshipping? I'm all into making another source of income. They're just trying to do these courses as an extra thing. But I don't know. I just wanted to say that I'm not dissing anyone, not saying it's wrong or anything. This is just my experience, my account, and my opinion. So my first experience with dropshipping was in 2010. I'd just had my daughter, so I was on maternity leave. I'd sold a few things on eBay before. I used to knit my own bags and make little bags and add leather straps to them as the handles and pockets. They were really cool. I used to sell them on eBay, but I couldn't make enough quickly to be able to make a profit, because I could only sell them for like £10 or £15. So the time that I was putting into it just wasn't worth the profit that I was making. So I thought, right, I'm at home for the next few months, let's try and make some extra cash. So it was coming up to Halloween, and I'd found a website that was selling Halloween costumes, and for some reason I just cross-referenced on eBay how much the exact same outfits were selling for, and they were selling for more. Now back then I'd never heard of dropshipping. I didn't even know it was a word. I had no idea that other people were doing this. So when I saw that, oh my god, I can buy that for like £5 and sell it on there for like £15 and pocket the difference, I thought I'd made that up myself. I thought that was like my genius idea, that I'd made this thing up. So that's why I thought there was someone looking. So that's how it started. I listed a load of outfits and sold them and did quite well, and when an order would come in, if you don't know what dropshipping is, when an order would come in off eBay, I would then place the order on this other website but send the item direct to the customer of eBay, so I didn't handle any stock. I didn't have to just leave my house. It was just a few clicks, boom, boom, boom. They'd send it direct to the customer. Happy days. Also, it should have gone. Well, it did work. I did make a bit. I didn't make a lot. I had some problems. There was problems with other sellers who were selling the exact same items with the exact same descriptions, exact same photos. But I don't know why it didn't enter my brain to change these things up and stand out and make it different. For some reason back then it just didn't. And there was no videos like on YouTube giving examples of like optimization and keywords, and that kind of thing just didn't enter my mind. I think I was like, what was I, 19 or 20, so it didn't enter my mind at all. So anyway, I had some problems with out of stocks because it was all manual. There was no programs, or none that I knew of, that could monitor stock levels. So I had quite a few issues with people ordering stuff and it had already sold out, so I'd have to refund and all that stuff. I didn't even realise that the other people who were selling the same costumes or outfits on eBay were getting them from the same place, and it wasn't until the website sold out of one outfit, so I tried fulfilling the order from another seller on eBay, and they were also sold out, and I was like, hang on a minute, they have stolen my idea. They're doing the same thing as what I'm trying to do. And then it kind of sunk in that, okay, this isn't a new thing, other people are doing this. Okay. So back then eBay was different. I can't remember exactly the process of the out of stock situation, but you didn't get any like repercussions for cancelling the orders. I don't even remember if it was the same as now. When you cancel an order, you pick the reason. I can't even remember, but I didn't get any problems on my account anyway. My account was always in good standing and stuff, so that wasn't the issue. But there was that, and then the fact that all these other people were selling the exact same things, it was just a race to the bottom. We ended up competing, and you were making pennies at this point. And then after Halloween, I got quite a lot of returns, and because the website you could return it, but the stuff that I was getting returned had clearly been used for Halloween, and people just returning them, taking the mick as they do sometimes on eBay. So I had quite a lot of returns sent to my house, but I couldn't sell them on, especially because Halloween was over, so nobody wanted that costume anymore anyway. I couldn't send them back to the website because they'd already been opened and used, clearly. So I was stuck with quite a few Halloween costumes. It was okay because I kept them and sold them the year after, but you don't want to be holding on to something for an entire year just to make pennies on them. So it wasn't really a success, but it did get me into selling. So I knew there was money to be made, and Christmas was coming up, so I knew my main problems were the out of stocks, the returns, and the other sellers. They were my main issues. So I wanted to find somewhere I could sell maybe Christmassy things, that kind of stuff, toys, get them onto eBay, but have some better way of handling stock. But I didn't know how. I didn't know this was a thing, so I just remember googling all kinds of things, and I found a site called I don't know how you pronounce it, Azure Green, AZURE green.net, I believe it was. I think it's still going today. The company's still going today. They sell like metaphysical type things, candles, books, that kind of stuff. And they do like seasonal stuff as well, so they had a lot of little Christmas ornaments and little cool things, and I really love that kind of stuff anyway, so I was really happy about it. I found that, and they're mainly, I think, a wholesale place, I believe, but I didn't have a chunk of cash to buy wholesale stuff at that point. But then I noticed it said they had a dropshipping program, and when I read about what that was, because I still didn't have a clue what that was, I realised, oh, this is like exactly what I'm after. This is exactly the same thing that I've been doing, but it's legit. It's like a company that actually wants you to do it. So I ordered a catalogue from them, and it came in the post, and it was this like really nice catalogue with all the photographs of all the items that they had for sale, and a big order form that you could order stuff like wholesale if you wanted to. And I know you got a discount for the dropshipping program, Still, it's not like well, it wasn't then, I don't know now, it wasn't a fantastic amount off, but I really, really liked the items that they had, and I felt like this was going to be like a proper business deal type thing. And instead of actually going onto eBay and looking at what had sold and how much for and how much profit you could make, like we all know to do, that's the most important part of selling on eBay. I didn't even bother doing that. I just had the magazine and I was like, right, I'm going to sell this, this, this and this. I just thought if I liked it, other people will like it. It's still kind of a good philosophy, I think. But that's what I did. I just picked loads of stuff, listed loads of stuff on eBay, and it did start to sell. As Christmas came closer, it did start to pick up. I listed a few things on Amazon as well, and selling on Amazon was way different then. You could just literally just put stuff on and it'd sell, and then yeah, it was a lot easier than it is now. I wouldn't fancy dropshipping on Amazon now. It's too scary. But anyway, rambling. So even though stuff was selling, again, the problem was the stock problem. Even though I could see on the Azure Green website that it showed how much stock was left, it was manual. There was no program that I knew of that automated the process. It was manual, and because I'd listed that much, I was manually trying to see if what was out of stock, what was in stock every day. It got too much. Things sold again that were out of stock, but again, it didn't affect my account, but it was just horrible having to go through the process of apologising to customers and refunding them. I don't like that. I don't like that whole thing. Like, if someone buys something, I want to be able to fulfill the order. This is just the main problem with dropshipping for me, is this. Not having the control to fulfill the order, to package it myself, to send it the correct way, to make sure the customer gets it safe and as described. That's a big deal for me. I don't like letting people down that give me their money. I want to make sure it's right. And when you're giving your power away to somebody else to do that, when you're not sure, and because there were so many other people selling the same stuff, it was again a race to the bottom, complete race to the bottom. In the end, there was stuff that I was losing money on, but I was still wanting to sell it just to beat these other people, and it was daft, and I don't think I made anything. I think I probably lost money doing that. Not loads, but it was a lot of work as well every day to manually stock check and list and list and list, and it just didn't go very well. That isn't to say dropshipping doesn't work at all, as you're going to see. This is just like the learning curve when there were no videos on YouTube telling you exactly what not to do. There's so many of them now that tell you, don't do this, and all the things that I've done, basically. But it's a learning curve. You make mistakes. So I ended up just deleting all the listings, couldn't be bothered with it, and I started buying wholesale stuff from China and selling that myself. And I just felt so better doing that, because I had the stock, I could see it, I could write my descriptions, take my pictures of the exact item, not stock photos, not descriptions that someone else has made up. I could do it myself, and it feels better. So fast forward to 2017, I just had my son and I was on maternity again. I had a few months at home again, wanting to make some extra cash. I was still selling on eBay, but with having 2 children now, it was really getting hard to go out sourcing stuff, packaging it, listing it, photographing it. All that stuff was getting really difficult with a new little baby and a 9-year-old, getting her to school, sorting the baby out, running a house, doing everything. I was a single parent as well, so it was getting too much to be. I was still making money, but not as much as I could be. So I thought, no, I didn't. I went onto YouTube and I was watching, I can't remember who it was. Someone did, I think it might have been like Raking Profit or something, did a video about dropshipping, and I was like, hesitant. Like, it made me feel a bit, like something stuck in the back of my throat. That's how it made me feel. But I thought I'll watch it, and he was talking about some program, some software that automated the out of stocks, and I think he was actually talking about some program that did auto order fulfillment as well, so they actually inputted the address of eBay into the website that you'd linked it to, and I never did that bit, so I don't know, but I know there is programs that do automate the entire process from listing to fulfilling the order, but that scares the hell out of me. Putting that kind of control into like software's hands, it scares me. I don't like that. So I had a look into that and I found a site called Hustle.Real, which I know is really popular now in the dropshipping YouTube community, and I got onto there, had a go, and realised that you could dropship from any website, and I started doing that. I listed stuff through the Hustle.Real little app, and it is really easy. It makes things really quick. But I started dropshipping from shops like Asda, Tesco, B&Q, Toys R Us, that kind of thing, and I marked everything up a lot more than what I thought I should, but just because I saw other people getting the results, they were marking things up 40%. So you're taking approximately 20% for eBay and PayPal fees, and then you're getting the 20% profit. That's the idea. So I was like, okay, let's just try it. And I noticed that they were doing optimization, optimizing the keywords in the title, and changing everything up, changing the description up, maybe changing the photos up, where you do the like doing a collage instead, or doing something to make your listing stand out. And the keywords were like the game changer. This is when the penny dropped that, like, oh my god, it's all in the words, because if depending on what anyone writes, your listing could come up. I was even selling things on eBay, dropshipping from eBay. So I'd sell something from Argos, but Argos's eBay shop, and mark it up 40%, and just by changing the title, I'd get the customer and make that extra 20%. So it was like mind blowing, and because my account was in such good standing, I was top rated seller and all that kind of stuff, I instantly started getting sales in, like, I think the first day. And then the thing that you have to do with it though is you have to be on the ball, listing. I was like a listing machine at first, and you know what, it went really well for like the first 2 months. The sales just rolled in, like a lot of them, and I thought it was brilliant. I was like, oh my god, this is the way forward. Like, you can see how you can scale it up, and you could like hire someone to do the ordering, and you could hire someone else to do the listing, and you could make it into this massive operation that I believe other people have done successfully, so I'm not dissing it. I know other people who have made money, and you can make money doing it. However, it all just backfired and came tumbling down. A few things happened. A lot of them my own inexperience and my own fault. I think it was I was ill one week, and I was finding it really hard to fulfill these orders. And even though I had the software that monitored the out of stocks, you still get out of stocks, because someone could buy something and it's like a few hours later it could go out of stock. So I got a few out of stocks, and not knowing that out of stocks puts such like a ding on your account, I think it was 3 in one day. I was just like really ill, not thinking. I was like, right, this is out of stock. Sent them a really nice message, refunded them, customers were fine about it. But obviously having 3 out of stocks in one day just was the start of the end of dropshipping for me. It just, my accounts went, lost top rated seller, went to below standard, and from there my listings just went invisible for about 6 months. Everything just dropped off. I had my listings set on Hustle.Real that if I didn't make one sale of one item for 30 days, that listing got deleted. So it rolled and rolled and rolled. Listings went down. I wasn't even making enough to cover the eBay shop fees. I think I had the middle shop at that point. I think I can't remember how much that is, but it's a lot more than the basic shop. So my voice is going. So I didn't even make enough to cover the eBay fees, the shop, and obviously this is the thing I don't get either about the dropshipping model, because you get the final value fee for anything you sell on eBay. So say it's something like £100, you pay, I don't know the percentages, but you pay a percentage of that final value fee. So surely that final value fee eats away at the 20% profit you're making. Yeah, so that happened and it just fell off. And then I had problems with a few customers who, some of the shops that I was dropshipping from send invoices in the package, so they can see exactly how much the item was worth and how much it costs, and they did not like that. I had some issues. I never got a negative though. I didn't get a negative. I got one neutral, but I didn't get any negative feedback. But it was just this horrible thing where I felt like I had to lie and like blag people. And a lot of the people on YouTube who are teaching people how to dropship stuff, they tell you to lie. And I don't want to be online making money through a lie. Like, I don't like it. I'm not saying people are bad to do this. I understand about the out of stock situation because it's not fair. It isn't fair that if you put out of stock, you get this horrendous ding on your account. I didn't know that. You live and learn. But the whole point is that you should not be listing anything that you don't physically have to send. So I understand that bit of it. But so what other people do on YouTube, what they tell you to do is to send a message with like some story like that you were packaging it and it got damaged, so you're gonna have to refund them, instead of putting the out of stock. And then when the customer says, oh okay, then you can click customer wants to cancel the order. And to me that just felt, oh, I don't like it. It made me feel like I'm just blagging people and lying. And no, I want to build something on eBay that I can be proud of, you know. I want someone to buy something and I can physically package it up, physically send it, know that it's fine and perfect and as described and the customer's happy, and then you feel good. So yeah, that's where it just went downhill. And because of the out of stocks and all that kind of stuff, my account got restricted to, I think it was 150 items I could list in a month, and there was a cap on the money, so like how much you could earn, like amount of money you could earn, yeah, from sales. Sorry, I couldn't explain that very well. I can't remember how much that was, but it wasn't very much, and so my account just went to the floor. I'm still below standard because of it, still to this day. I deleted all the dropshipping listings, started doing my normal reselling second-hand items. Oh, and you just feel it's like a weight off your shoulders that you're not doing this like horrible thing. It feels better when you're doing things legit. And yeah, lying to customers, guys, it's not cool. I don't like it. But again, I just want to put it out there that I'm not saying if you do dropshipping you're bad or wrong. I know there's money to be made. I understand there's money to be made. The concept of it, like, there's nothing wrong with the concept of it, because that's how the majority of businesses run, isn't it? Like, they get something from a supplier, you do something to it, or market it, or brand it, and package it in your own way, and then mark it up to sell, to make a profit. That's the whole point of everything. Like, everywhere does it. That's business, that's how you make money. However, there was just that bit of it that, like, I didn't have the control of the shipping times, even though I never had a problem with late shipping or stuff, because I was careful about where, like, the websites that I chose and the suppliers that I chose. But still, I know things on eBay are changing all the time as well, so you have to keep on top of the rules. And eBay's like, I don't know if it's even wrong, like, against the rules now to dropship on eBay. I've heard people say that. I don't know 100%. I've not seen anything from eBay to say 100% that it's banned from eBay or anything now. I don't know. But I know they started making new rules to kind of wheedle out the dropshippers, in my opinion. I don't think they want them, and that's because I know they've done it in America, I think they have started doing it in England as well, is where you have to put the location where the item came from. I know in America they have to put tracking. You have to put tracking in it. In the UK you don't, but I think they're changing that, and now you have to put tracking in, and the postcode where you've said that the items come from has to be correct. And obviously when you're dropshipping with an account with your postcode, like your home postcode, and your items are coming from warehouses of all these other companies, I don't know how eBay are picking up on it or what they're doing, probably with the tracking somehow, but I know there's been problems with that, and people having to get legitimate like contracts with dropshipping suppliers or wholesale suppliers and send them into eBay to prove where their stock is coming from and where their stuff is currently. They want you to have stuff at your property or where you are, your business property, to send to a customer when they buy it, and that, you can understand that obviously, because otherwise it's going to be out of stocks. It's fake, like you don't have the item that you're listing, you don't have it in your hand, so there's going to be problems. There's just going to be problems, and it's not worth losing your account over, because my account for over 10 years has been in good standing, top rated seller, and it got screwed, and I don't like it. I mean, my feedback's still at 100%, so it looks fine when you look at it, but the percentages, because of them out of stocks, and what else was it? It was the out of stocks, and oh, the customer's not happy about the price, so they did return cases with item not as described quite a few times, so there were problems. Even though I managed to talk them round it, I'm not giving a negative feedback, but at the end of the day the feedback means nothing. If your percentages on your seller dashboard thing are down and in the red, your account's like pretty screwed. But I've worked really, really hard to build it back up, build my numbers back up. Yeah, I really thought I was going to lose my account altogether, and I was really, really sad about it, because I was really, really heavy into reselling again after the whole dropshipping scenario, and to lose it would be like devastating, because I know I know people can open a new one, but I don't want to lie and open a new one in another name or with someone else's account and bank details. I don't want to do that. I want my own account, legitimately, with my own bank details and my own address and everything. And yeah, I just want to do it right and feel good about it. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that, I think it's August, I think July or August is when the out of stocks drop off my account. So I can't wait for that to happen, and hopefully I'll shoot right back up to top rated seller, even though I know it doesn't mean a great deal, but it does make you feel good. Right, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.